In 2005, MySpace was the most visited website in the United States, more traffic than Google. Rupert Murdoch, one of the most powerful media moguls on the planet, saw it and said, "I need to own this." He paid $580 million. 6 years later, he sold it for $35 million. That's not a bad investment. That's a catastrophe. So what happened? How does the biggest social network in the world, with a head start of years, completely collapse? And why didn't anyone stop it? This is the story of MySpace. The rise, the dominance, the arrogance, and the fall. Picture this. It's 2005. You come home from school, drop your bag, and before you even eat, not to check email, not to scroll Instagram, not to watch YouTube, you log into MySpace. You check who commented on your profile, you update your top 8, you change your song. And here's the thing, over 100 million other people are doing the exact same thing. To understand what MySpace was, you have to understand what the internet looked like before it. In 2002, social networking didn't exist, not in the way we know it. You had email, you had forums, you had AOL Instant Messenger, basically texting but only on your desktop. But connecting with strangers, sharing your personality with the world, that wasn't a thing yet. Then a company called eUniverse, later renamed Intermix Media, built something different. Tom Anderson, a musician, a hacker, someone who understood that young people didn't just want to connect, they wanted to express themselves. And Chris DeWolf was the business mind, the operator. Together, in 2003, they launched MySpace. The concept was simple but revolutionary. Your own personal page. You could customize it with HTML. It was the first time millions of ordinary people had a tiny piece of the internet that was entirely theirs. Musicians discovered it first. Independent bands realized, I don't need a record label to build a fan base. Arctic Monkeys, Lily Allen, Paramore, artists who broke through, or got massive early traction through MySpace. There was one face that everyone on MySpace knew, Tom. Tom Anderson was automatically added as everyone's first friend. He became an icon, a meme before memes existed. The guy with the messy hair and a white t-shirt, smiling in what looked like someone's bathroom. By 2004, MySpace had over 1 million users. By 2005, it was doubling, tripling, exploding. Tom was MySpace. And for a moment, MySpace was the internet. When Rupert Murdoch's News Corporation acquired MySpace in July 2005 for $580 million, the world said, genius. News Corp projected MySpace would generate $1 billion in revenue by 2010. In 2006, Google paid MySpace $900 million, just for a 3-year exclusive search deal, just for search. When News Corp took over, they brought corporate culture into what had been a startup. The priorities shifted. They loaded MySpace with ads, everywhere, pop-ups, banner ads, autoplay videos. Pages with autoplay music that started blasting the second you loaded them. Backgrounds so bright they burned your eyes. White font on a white background. MySpace's problems weren't just about ads, they were structural, deep in the DNA. And while all this was happening, someone else was quietly building something cleaner, something simpler, something that looked like it was designed by adults. His name was Mark Zuckerberg. Facebook launched in 2004, a year after MySpace. At first, it wasn't even competition. Facebook was only for college students. He understood that the product itself was the message. Facebook was clean, white background, blue accents, no customization. MySpace was about self-expression. Facebook was about connection. By 2008, Facebook overtook MySpace in global unique visitors. In 2009, they crossed 300 million active users. First, MySpace was slow, technically slow. Pages took forever to load. The code was a mess. MySpace pivoted away from its community. Remember the musicians, the bands, the culture that made it special? News Corp decided to chase a different audience. They kept changing what they were, and when you keep changing what you are, your users don't know why they should stay. In 2004, Zuckerberg allegedly approached MySpace about an acquisition. The asking price, $75 million. MySpace passed. By 2009, MySpace was in free fall. Users were leaving by the millions. The brand that was once synonymous with the internet became synonymous with failure. By 2011, News Corp had enough. They'd hired new CEO, redesigned the platform. Nothing worked. The employee count had been slashed, from over 1,000 down to around 200. In June 2011, News Corp sold MySpace to Specific Media Group for $35 million, a loss of over $500 million in 6 years. But that's not even the most painful part. The most painful part is what Facebook was worth at that moment. By the time MySpace sold for $35 million, Facebook was valued at $50 billion. 2 years later, it would go public at a valuation of $104 billion. Justin Timberlake, yes, that Justin Timberlake, was part of the group that bought it. They relaunched in 2013. It looked incredible, actually. Sleek design, music first, real investment, but nobody came back. Tom Anderson had sold his shares when News Corp acquired the company. He made millions. He walked away. He became a photographer. He traveled the world. He later said in interviews that he was happier than he'd ever been. Maybe Tom knew something we didn't. The story of MySpace isn't really about social media. It's about what happens when you build something for the right reasons, and then hand it to people with the wrong ones. In the attention economy, the most dangerous thing you can do is make people feel like they're being used, because they'll leave, and they'll take everything with them. If you found value in this story, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.